Okay folks, you can see what time it is. It's about 20 to 6 this morning, and we're getting ready to head to Southampton, PA. It's about a 5.5 hour drive. Go down and get pinball machines. I think I got everything I need. Yep, pads, and we have our some tie downs. I'm gonna take my cameras with me. I'll give you an update as we're headed down there. Should check the air in my tires too before we leave, so we make sure we don't have a soft tire for on the way down. My wife's up here getting a GPS set up so we can head out. So we're all ready. All I have to do is check the tires on the van and we can head out. I'll give you an update here shortly. Okay, we stopped and got gas. Let that focus up. Might be a little too close. But yeah, we stopped and got gas. We're only about a half an hour from home. And was one thing we had to do was get gas. Now, what I didn't tell you is we're headed to Southampton to TNT Amusements to pick up pinball machines. We're going to take a look at some pinball machines and see how many I bring home. I can get 3 in the van, so hopefully there's 3 good ones that I want to bring home. That's what we'll bring home. And we got our GPS set. Man, it doesn't want to focus here at night. Got our GPS set. We got breakfast of champions. A hot dog. I don't know what you're laughing at. What are you eating over there?
Honey bun.
Honey bun. So, yeah. Breakfast of champions, a hot dog. Now it's time to get back out on the road, and the next stretch will be a long stretch. We'll probably stop at the rest area out there on 80. And I'll give you an update there when we're out on 80. A lot of traffic moving already this morning, so got a lot of people going to work. It's about 20 after 6. So I'll see you at the rest area. Well, as you can see, we picked a really crappy day to do this trip, but at least it's light out. Roads aren't very busy, but it sure is a mess out here. Hopefully we run right out of this. From the weather, it looked like we were going to drive right out of it. And be kind of dry anyway down at Southampton, but I'm not holding my breath. It looks like we might be running through this rain crap all the way through. Like I said, at least the roads aren't busy. But I'll see you in a bit. Well, first pit stop. We waited to the second rest area before we stopped and had to do what comes natural, like get rid of some water. And we're gonna head back out onto I-80. We got Pearl Jam Rock on the satellite radio. And got our GPS all running, telling us that we should be down there at 11:08. We have 114 miles left. Or well, at least we're going to turn in 114 miles. After that, I don't know. A lot of trucks here. Let's head back out onto the highway. Think they're trying to tell us something?
Maybe. Maybe get to where you're going, do what you gotta do, and get your ass home.
We have a lake effect snow warning in effect for, I think, starting tonight. So today was the best day to come down here. So we have gotten out of a little bit of the rain, but it's still raining. On the weather map, it looked like we were going to run out of it, but it may not get out of it until we start turning south, which we'll be turning in about 83 miles, headed south a little ways to get to Todd's. A lot of big dairy farms out here in the middle of Pennsylvania. I should have recorded some of them earlier. Maybe I can catch them on the way back. Drive. Once you get down here on I-80, you can just take off and let her go. There's some out through there. Sitting on the steering wheel, so as I turn, you're going to turn with me. And again, more.
I can come down a little bit.
Up. Hard to record and drive at the same time. You gotta look at two different places. And I know there's two pinball machines I'm gonna be looking at for sure. And he had another one that I don't know if he still has, that I really want. But it's been almost a month since he posted him having that one, so I don't know if he still has that or not. Hopefully he does, because like I said, that's one I really want. Yeah, I think that's a Gauntlet soccer EM, and another one is a Bally Monte Carlo, not Monte Carlo, Monte Carlo. Monte Carlo's a car. Monte Carlo. Yeah, I want to look at that one. That one's a pretty decent looking machine. These ones that I'm going to be looking at are a lot better condition than what I've been getting. I'm going to have to get off here because there's some traffic coming up, so I'm going to pause it right here. Got a truck on its side.
Oh. Whoa.
if I got it, but had a truck on its side there. Well, now we're running out of the rain again. Back a ways, we were running through the rain and fog.
Yeah.
Great day to be traveling. As long as we get back up to the house before it starts snowing.
Oh yeah.
That's all I care about.
Yep.
It's about 49 degrees here. Yes, when the roads are wet like this, I kind of drive like an old man.
We are old. Ain't no kind of to it.
I'll let them young people drive like hell and end up in the ditch or
Right.
laying up against the guardrail.
You know, then you go by and say,
But hell, you know, the speed limit's 70 mile an hour out here. And I'm doing 65, 66 mile an hour. I guess, I don't know, I guess I am getting old. Must be old people behind me too, because they've been following me for quite a while.
maybe they hope you want where they are.
Yeah. Said they're going just fast enough. We're gonna follow them.
Yeah.
I feel safe behind them.
If we run right into hell.
Yeah.
Oops.
Oh, look, the rain again. We must have, but
yeah, there's no way it would keep going.
yeah, but there was only one sign,
That's what we call you got.
and then that was it.
And if you get turned in,
I guess.
Yeah, I think it was it.
Yeah.
Huh. How do you like that?
Well, anyway, there was a town back there was called Smokin'. And I thought I got the camera up in time, and we must have flew right on by it. I've only seen one sign for it. And I guess if you didn't turn, or you didn't see it or didn't turn, you're kind of crap out of luck.
Exactly.
My butt's going to sleep.
Oh, well, wake it up.
The only bad thing about long road trips.
Yes.
Sitting in this stinking seat, my butt goes to sleep.
Locked up.
No, I can move around enough. My knees are okay. Man, sitting in these seats, my butt goes to sleep. Alrighty, I guess we missed it. If I see it coming up again, let's see what this next one is. I think that's still Bucknell. Yeah.
Yep, buckhorn.
Buckhorn? Yep.
Buckhorn.
Buckhorn. Yeah, bucks usually do have horns. Didn't like that one. Alright, I guess we passed it.
Yeah.
Maybe I can catch it on the way back. that was just funny. Smoking. Well, finally, we made it. It is, what time is it? It is 12:32. Took long enough. Come on, focus in. You're just being an idiot. All right, now let's go in and see what's going on. Todd.
What?
Todd.
Kate, I'm busy. Oh. It's you. Did you come down to pick up those two pieces of crap? Those two mechanical pinballs I've been trying to unload to sell to an unsuspecting, to a pinball collector.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? Let's take a look at that garbage.
I hope you have money and a lot of it.
Yep.
I'm broke.
Yep, I brought lots of money with me.
Lots of money. Meet me in the back.
All right. Okay. This is where I need to pick them up, is right here where the TNT Amusements truck is. You've seen Todd, and he was up there with us. I didn't ask him if I could do some shots around the inside of the building, because everybody can see him anyway on his videos. You know what the inside looks like. But Todd was glad to see us, that we were here to pick up some of his junk, and we'll see what we get. Definitely getting the soccer and the Monte Carlo. Those two we are getting. Now I know everybody's been back here, but we're gonna do a little walk around, and you can see all the garbage or machines that Todd has sitting back here waiting to be taken up front to be gone over, or some of them are for sale. You can see just got stuff everywhere in here. I mean, this warehouse is just jam-packed full of mechanicals and a lot of solid states. They don't mess with the mechanicals, but they do a lot with the solid states. You need to watch some of his videos to see what they do on their machines. They take them and they'll make them look brand new again. All right, now we're gonna head inside for a little bit.
We are. You chose a nice rainy day to come, didn't you?
Oh man, it was either come today or come in the snow. And there was no way in heck I was coming up here in the snow.
The snow. I can't believe you're going to have all the snow today.
Yeah.
But these things are different up there.
Yeah, well, we live right in the snow belt.
I will be enjoying my snow when it finally hits like.
Well, when we left, it was 39 degrees when we left.
Really?
Yeah, when we got down here, it was 62.
Well, here you can see. Painted this black to dig done, and they converted it to restaurant. And now we're gonna repaint it so we can put the right logo.
No decal?
They have a small one.
Okay.
It's a small one. We don't have a full top. But here's a rock. Steven worked his magic and fixed a lot of the damage from the play field. some of this was done already, and not by us, because he had to go through. Now see these two lights, they don't come on. See how they come on now? So I have to have them change them. These are supposed to be red. He didn't know that. So these will be red when we finish, right? That was the original design. Now look here, you can actually see.
Yeah, I like
this
that.
strip in. We have this strip here, and this clip holds the glue in. And then see this piece of plastic? You can buy this from Steve Young. It's for System 3s, but it fits all the old Gottlieb games and the Bally ones. This is actually the exact same part. So if you change that from the solid metal to plastic, the light from here goes through. These are also wired in over here. If you look up, bring your camera right here. You see the strip in there?
Oh, okay.
It lights your shooter lane, so you can see where you're pulling your rod and line up your shots to finally use it, and then it lights the button. So you finally can see it. So this is a really important part. Now, see this light here that lights this? This is something we started years ago. I don't know who came up with this. One of our guys, I think it was Jason, said, let's light the flipper here.
Oh, you're not going to claim that you did?
I didn't, no. It wasn't my idea. But it's one of our guys.
Okay.
One of our guys. But now Stern has followed. They now put spotlights into the apron
Yeah.
to light this area. They just started doing them, I think, with Black Knight. I think that was the first game that had the spotlights in.
After everybody started modding them with new lights and all that and lighting up the playing field, then they had to follow suit and do it themselves.
Well, you really have to.
Yeah. Some of them are so dark, the playing fields.
Yes. Now, we highlighted this with light blue.
Yeah, I like that.
Was originally black. And Steven repainted. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't make many of these yet. But Steven right now is getting ready to match up. See, people see the wood grain and say it's ruined. Well, it's ruined until Steven gets a hold of it. When he's done, you actually won't see any of the damage. He'll feather in. He loves that.
I hate that word.
You like feathered?
No.
Well, you wouldn't
gonna
like
make
to
it-
see any of my work then.
He's gonna make it all look like it. In fact,
Like it.
it's really neat. People like watching the lab.
Don't forget to feather that in real nice, Steve.
Oh, he doesn't like feathers. Here is a Neo Geo cabinet that's just started to get worked on. This belongs to one of my workers. He bought the cabinet the way it is. The guy started bonding it, but see, he's gonna have to do a lot of work.
Yeah. Hardest part I find is cutting in the groove for the T-molding.
Okay, yeah. Okay, here's the Simpsons.
Oh, there's my game. There's my game. You just threw your jacket
my
on.
jacket on. I was
Yeah.
gonna show you the Simpsons. There's a light in here. His head was never lit. So our lad put a light bulb in there. See, and he runs the wire inside and down.
That
So
is
now
nice.
Homer is lit. Now, Gorgar was bought as is, electronically 100%. Every switch, every bulb works. Actually, I think I see one bulb that's now out. But with incandescents, he's going to paint this himself. But he wanted to save money.
This is the first solid state game I ever played.
Really?
With Gorgar.
1980.
Yeah,
It was $14.99, brand new from the distributor.
yeah. And now they go like this for $2,000 with the playing
Warrenfield.
field.
When I sold this, I think it was $1,800.
Yeah.
But electronically, it's perfect. The back glass has some issues.
Yeah, I see. There's a few scratches on the back glass, but. Ooh, Defender.
We started manufacturing. This is our next line. We're now manufacturing Pepsi products.
I carry Pepsi products in my store.
Yeah, look here. This is the Defender. My haters hate it when I say this is the Defender. I always call it the Defender. It's not the. It's just Defender. But I have to have a little fun in my miserable life.
Yeah, I hear
We
you.
gutted this. This is going to become a Defender Stargate multi-cade.
I hate multicades.
Well, it's the wave of the future.
I know it is, but I'm just too stubborn.
See, we have everything correct, fused, line transformer. Ours are safe. It's not going to be the wiring nightmare.
Yeah.
I see nightmare games in these machines. Now, Frank, the fellow that just left, invented and patented these little boards. These are battery boards to take place of the lithium. They have a blocking diode built in, so all you have to do is unside a roll battery, clean the terminals up, especially if there's leakage, and solder the 2 points, and it connects by 2 posts, not 4. So back here, there's just two post connections. And then your board is as good as new.
And what's that board for?
This is, a 702 is a Raven.
Okay.
This is a Gottlieb Raven. But this will work, and I think there's 13 or 14 of these that use this board system. It's actually nice.
Yeah, I like that. You got a nice little path just to go up your steps.
Well, let me tell you something. A cluttered shop is a busy shop. Tommy, can you dump this for us? The can just can't get another thing in it. Please. Then I need you to box up this television. We're now discussing here. This eventually is going to be the studio. I've been so busy. I just haven't been able.
Okay, and this is where he has his sale.
Yes, this whole corner is going to be broadcast only.
Cool.
And then this will be the packing, where we pack the stuff that we sell. Now, originally, here's my coffee.
Yeah, and see, if I knew for sure I was coming down, I would have just had you hold that bill acceptor for me, and I would have picked it up.
I have board.
Well, you shipped it up to me, and
Oh, I shipped that. You
Yeah.
bought that one. Okay, I have
Yeah.
more too. I'm glad you said that. I'm going to get another one ready for the show.
Okay.
There seemed to be some interest in them.
Yeah.
We're probably never going to use them again, but now here's that monitor we sold from the show.
oh, yeah.
So he just paid for it. So this is going to go out. He's buying this as a spare. He has a Cabaret Space Invaders. Now, the tube on this is weak. However, it could be rejuvenated. We don't get involved with rejuvenation. I just don't have the inclination. Look, one of our fans sent me this box.
Well, aren't most of them going to LCDs anyway?
No, we don't. I only do LCDs in multicades.
In multicades?
I do not like the LCD. However, let me tell you something. If you're a collector, you should have a picture tube. Period.
Yeah.
If you are the average homeowner that has a game in this house, like let's say a multicade LCD, because they have no idea or desire to change the chassis when it goes bad. Eventually the chassis will go bad.
Yeah.
Now, we have a deal. We charge $50 plus shipping. So if I sell you a game, we've been doing LCDs now for 15 years. If I sell you a game with an LCD and there's a failure, it's $50.
Cool.
Plus
Yeah.
shipping.
Yeah.
Now, no one's going to do that.
No.
Now, the other advantage of that is we have them set up for quick connect. So if you buy a game from me, you push one button behind it, the monitor's released, you take 2 plugs out, connect the 2 plugs to the new monitor, you snap it back in. Just like that. Technically, you can change the monitor in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
You
nice.
have to sit there with a screwdriver. No screwdrivers needed, no tools required. And do you know why that is? Do you know why that is? That's because I am great. Beyond measure. Do you have people that'll type and say, I hate him, he's so fat?
No.
Now, do you know what this is right here? Let's see how good this man is.
No.
This is an Atari board.
Yeah, okay.
It's an ass turds.
Ass turds.
Now, this has the most unusual problem. When it switches to player 2, the screen goes blank. Blank. Mm-hmm. Most unusual problem. We don't know what it is. We don't know what it is. Now, Atari built this board. It's a beautiful board. All the older Atari boards have this connector. See this connector? That is to hook up to an Atari tester. The tester goes reverse through the board and tries to figure out what's wrong. It's very clever. Atari people are way ahead of their time.
Yeah.
Way ahead of their time. Board is very dependable. but it is 40 years old, excuse me. So
Yeah.
capacitors are drying out, things like that. Now, do you see these things? We call them chiclets. See these green things? So, how many do you see? 1, 2, 3. There's 4 here.
Yeah.
There's a 5th one, but I'm not sure this one. But each of these, if they're not there, this may run the firing sound. So if that's not there, you won't hear fire. This not here, you may not hear the thrust of the ship. This may be the explosions. Each of these filters one of the sounds that are all created right here.
Yeah. And
See, that's something.
those are the sound chips.
This is the video section. These are the vectors. The X and the Y.
Y.
I could have that reversed. It could be one or the other. But they're the ones that put the picture together like this.
Yeah.
The X data, the Y data converges and creates your image on the screen.
So if you have a vertical collapse, and if it's not the monitor,
It's usually the monitor.
usually, but if
yes,
it's if
that's correct.
if it's-
so if the picture's got a line in it, then you know you have a vertical problem.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing you do is look at the vertical section on your monitor.
yeah,
Could be a fuse or cold solder.
cold
joints.
side. Yep.
Cold header pins are the #1 problem. Probably right next to it are leaky batteries.
Yeah.
And number 3, what's number 3? What's the third most common ailment in all arcade video games?
The caps are
Three
usually
things.
yeah,
The
And-
3 magical ingredients.
and they can't. And if they're not bloated on the top, they still might be bad.
That's right. It doesn't matter. I found out something really neat about Bally Midway's 8080 systems. That would be the Space Invaders, Seawolf, Gunfight. This may help some of your people that watch. I had no idea. On the edge of the board, right by the edge connector where the power goes in, there are 4 capacitors. They're there. Now, one breaks off. The voltage that goes in, 3 of them are voltages, and the 4th one is the picture. If one of the 4 capacitors is not there, the game will not work. If one of the capacitors is open, the game will not work. Now, the one that runs the monitor, you'll hear the game playing, but there'll be no picture. That capacitor, those 4 are going bad. Well, they're 40 years old, 45 years
Yeah.
old.
Yeah.
You change the 4 caps, you may solve your problem.
Yeah.
You may solve it. You don't have to send the board out.
Yeah.
Change the caps. They're all the same one. I don't remember the rating. Did
Yeah.
you learn something? Well, I'm tired of talking to you.
Okay.
I want to get rid of this guy. Driving me frigging nuts. I got his money. I want him out. This is how we treat all of our customers. I'm 65 years old and falling apart, but I still like my coffee. Remember, coffee rules the world.
Okay, we're all loaded up. Got 2 machines in here. Decided just to do 2. It'd be a really tight squeeze to try and put 3 in here, and be a lot of extra weight on the van that we really don't need. We can come back again. It's not like it's a 2-day drive to get here.
It's worse.
So now we're gonna start heading back up north with Todd's. Well, now it's my junk. So we'll see you in a bit. Okay, folks, we got in last night about 9:15, and this is what we woke up to this morning. This is why I didn't want to wait until stay over down there last night and then try and come up home today, because we're still calling for like 8 to 16 inches of snow. We live right here in the snow belt. So we got home last night. We had a lot of fun down there with Todd, and we bought some couple really good machines that I think are really good machines. I was going to try and get 3, but I decided not to try and pack the van that tight because the weather was really crappy down there. I didn't even record anything coming home because I was too busy driving. I mean, we had just a deluge down there and a lot of flooding. So I just concentrated on getting home, and then I figured we'd finish up today. We'll get this unloaded, take a look at them, and yeah, let's see what's going on. Let's take a look at them. Let's get them out of the car, or out of the van. Okay, we got them unloaded, and what we ended up with is we have a 1973 Bally Monte Carlo. Here's the playing field, and we have a little bit to do on it. Got a little bit down in here that we'll have to address. And of course, rubbers. Looks like somebody put new ones on at one time. I don't know how old they are, but we'll replace them anyway. Cabinet, not too awful bad. Got a little bit of work to do on the cabinet, but overall, this side's the worst. You can see we got a lot of checking or planking, whatever the hell you want to call it. But what's nice about this is the inside of this is pretty much the same as our space-time. So this one will be easy to get going. Coin door and everything's on it. And I got one back door. Not sure which one it's for. It's probably for the Bally. Back glass is in really nice shape. Head unit, you can see it's got some issues. Got some writing on it. I think down here we'll definitely have to address this and get that fixed, that whole bottom there along there. And we have a blowout. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do with the blowout, but we'll get it fixed up. She'll be a good machine. Got one coin tray with a bunch of leg bolts in that. Our legs are sitting over there. Nasty as usual. And the other one is a 1975 Gottlieb Soccer. This one, back glass has some issues right around where you score your bonus, where it kicks the little balls back around. You can see that. This one's been played an awful lot. This has been, the frame has all been painted on this too. Looks like they had a issue right there at the bottom. And there too. So we'll get that addressed. The playing field on soccer, back that up a little bit, is actually really nice. So I know that'll clean up and look really good. I think I've only seen a few spots that we'll have to address, and there was one of them, but we'll find more once we get it all out and tore down. Cabinet on soccer. I think somebody was playing with a lighter. All yellowed, but head unit. The other side. Got a little bit of missing paint, not a whole lot. But they're complete except for missing one door. Like I said, and it's probably for soccer. The front, yeah, we'll take off the security, plug the holes, and get that all fixed up like we normally do. that's what we went and picked up. Those are the two we got. So leave a comment as to which one you think we ought to get started on first. I'm leaning more towards the Gottlieb, because we just did a Bally. Let's do a Gottlieb next. And the soccer, I really wasn't too concerned as to the condition of it, because as a kid, this is one that I spent hundreds of dollars playing this machine. So I know the machine. And I just had to have one sometime or another to redo. So that's what we got. So hope you enjoyed our little excursion and the video. And if you did, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel and I'll bring you more. Until next time, see ya.